Hello, I'm Martin Lewis from TYM Tractors, and this is a short overview video of the BL15SL loader. This is the loader for the TYM F series range of tractors. The same loader fits an F25, an F36 and an F50 cab and ROPS. We've got it on an F50 hydro ROPS here, but the functionality is the same between the different loaders. The loader itself is parallel lift, so it's got a linkage on the top which keeps the bucket or pallet forks level as you go up and down. There is no non-level lift version of this loader. The lift capacity at the bucket pivot is 1600 kilos. This is not really something that you can actually use usefully. So the effective lift capacity that we've measured is you can pick approximately, with pallet forks, a ton pallet, approximately half a metre to a metre off the floor. To be able to do this, you also need a rear weight on the tractor to counterbalance the weight that you have on the front. On our website you can see a 440 kilo quick hitch rear counterbalance weight, which works absolutely ideally in that situation. The other good thing about having a rear counterweight on the back is, for safety reasons, you have a much lower centre of gravity of the whole machine. So it stops it from being able to topple over left and right. And also it keeps weight off the front axle and protects your front axle and bearings, etc., because you're counterbalancing some of the weight to the rear. The next thing I want to show you is the actual loader coming on and off, and then we'll do the bucket quick hitch as well. So to power the loader on and off, we raise the loader a little bit in the air, take the locking pins out, and I'll show you this on your side in a second. Put the legs down and secure them. You can see this on this side. There's just a little R-clip on the inside. Pull the pin out and put it in the other position. The pin that holds the loader actually in position, it's just a little linch pin and a pin. Once you have it off, it's really absolutely key to do this on level, flat ground, ideally hard standing. We're not on hard standing here, but we'll do our best. So what you do is you power the loader until the feet just touch the ground, and have the bucket, or in this case the pallet forks, just off the ground. Have your pallet fork about 6 inches off the ground. Power the loader forward and it will come off forwards. As soon as it's disconnected itself from the little pins here, we can stop the engine, depressurise the system and remove the quick release couplings. These are colour coded, so you know which way to put them back on when you come to put them back on. That one is a little bit tight, and you could see that depressurise them. Put those out the way. Start your tractor again. And reverse away. You can also reconnect your little covers for the quick release couplings. One other thing I wanted to show you though is part of the loader, well, the bracketry will all remain on the tractor when you go and do other things. If you're mowing or something in a field, then you probably don't want the weight of the loader on the front because it's heavy and you're trying to go over nice grass, so you don't want to damage it. So you take the loader off to do your mowing, but these parts stay on. But the front bumper is just retained with a little pin. You can fold that down, and that allows you to get access into the engine compartment to clear your grass screen, air filter, oil, whatever you want to do so you can get to it. So we fold that back up, put the little pin back in, and that's ready to go again. So the next thing I'll do is I'll show you it going back on, and then we'll change the bucket. Same thing in reverse. Drive nice and carefully into the middle of the loader, and you're aiming to get this pin into the locking pin on the actual loader itself. So you're aiming to get that top locking pin in. So you need to drive nice and carefully into the right position and stop about there. Now we turn off the tractor. We reconnect the hydraulic couplings. Not forgetting to depressurize the system as well. A little bit of oil will come out of these couplings when you put them back on. You just need to tidy that up. So once you've got the hydraulics back on, you then tip your bucket or pallet forks forwards. Maybe drive forward a little bit. So just get that hook into the position it should be. You can't see it, but the hook's in. So now I just power the loader up and the loader's back on. Same in reverse. First thing to do is to put your loader locking pins back in. Just to make sure that the loader doesn't fall off. And then the second thing to do is to fold the legs back up and put the little pin in on the inside. So the loader's back on and safe now. Next thing we'll look at is the parallel lift function. So, as you go up and down, you can see that the loader or the implement stays almost exactly level all the way to the top and all the way to the bottom. Ideal for pallet fork work. I'm not doing anything but going up and down with the loader, not crowding the bucket. So that's a nice feature. Next thing we'll do is switch. Maybe you've done your pallet fork work, you want to switch over to a bucket. You pull that little pin lever across, which releases the locking mechanism on the implement. You can then just literally crowd it and drive away. I'm not quite at the right angle here, but I'll try and get it on. Second time lucky. And then just pull your locking pin across. And that bucket is now secured and on there. The last thing I want to show you is the loader also has a float position. So you can imagine if you're running along the ground and you want to clear, sort of a concrete area with straw or something on top of it, in this position the loader is powered, so it will try and fight against any undulation. If you put it into this position, so there's a detent upwards, that's called float position, and there's no hydraulics holding it, so the ground will be able to push the loader up and down as you drive along. You can see this if you lift the loader in the air and I put it into float. You can see there's no hydraulics, it's just the weight of the loader that's actually sitting on the ground, so you can use it as a sort of a dozer blade sort of thing. So that's the main functionality of the BL15. As I said, this is the loader that we put on all of our F-Series tractors.